Okay, I'm gonna step back again into back in time when I was 13. This happened after I started that riot and prison breakout. Um, I stole a car at Saint Michel, and I'm going to BC with my older brother. So, anyways, no problem. Steal the car. It's a brand new one. And outside Sault Ste. Marie, we decided to give it to two hitchhikers. So we turn the car over to these two hitchhikers, and they go on down the road, and we're hitchhiking, and the next thing you know, OPP's pulling up, and we're under arrest for a stolen car because the two guys that we gave it to got busted, and they ratted us out. So now I'm 13. I don't know how old my brother was, but he was, in the 20s, I guess. And so we're in Sault Ste. Marie jail, and we're remanded for, I don't know, it was a couple of weeks, maybe a month. I'm not quite sure anymore. But anyways, I'm 13 years old, and I'm doing time with bank robbers, murderers, rapists, drug dealers, and I was the youngest one in county lockup. And so we go up in front of a judge, and we get our, we get sentenced, and while we're there, and the guys that rat us out were there, one of them got caught by one of the inmates, and they proceeded to beat the living shit out of him, and he was pretty disfigured by the time we hit court again. So we all did our time and left. But, again, at 13 years old, doing time with adults, they're in their 50s and, stuff like this. And I was the youngest one there. So, but my inmates were saying, you should tell them that you're a juvenile and they'll send you back. But I couldn't be sent back because I would have done larger time with my juvenile judge. So anyways, proceed. Leave there after we do our time and hitchhike and do some time in Thunder Bay. And then in Vancouver, it took me 6 months to get to Vancouver, if not longer. But anyways, from there, we started basically an underground thing where I'm shoplifting the hell out of all the stores in British Columbia and selling everything. It's a good time. And next thing you know, I'm being arrested for... I'm coming out of Woolworth's store. I'm dressing my brother. And... the detectives are on to me, and they're chasing me down the sidewalk, and it's summertime, and I'm busted, so I'm cornered. So I do like in a football game, just haul ass, and I'm tackled by these two detectives in the middle of the street, the sidewalk, big tackle. I step on the cop's watch, break his watch, almost broke his wrist. Needless to say, I'm arrested. So I do my time, I'm sentenced, and do some more time. My brother and I part company. And I got at 13 years old, I got a police escort to the city limits of Vancouver, where they were told, the bus driver was told not to let me off the bus until I was out of British Columbia. And so that's that. So anyways, another hitchhiking adventure I went on when I was 15. Hitchhiked to Key West and with two of my friends. So we meet up with this guy, had a 76 Pontiac Parisienne blue convertible. So we're traveling with this guy for a long time, and we hit Orlando. Now, Walt, you guys are just too much over at Walt Disney World in Orlando. So anyways, we're visiting Disney World, and I'm in my jean shorts and my Jesus slippers and my vest, and we're all dressed because it's very hot, And next thing you know, we lose our driver, and all our clothes and our money and everything is in the trunk of this car, and now we don't know where the hell he is. So we're trying to tell the security in Orlando that we missed our ride, and we seem to have got mixed up, and so they throw us out of Disney World. And so going into Disney World in Orlando, there's a long stretch of highway, and then there's an overpass. And then along it, as you're going into Disney World, to the right of you, there's like a stream. Well, we spend compliments of Walt and the security and everybody there, how just pure as the driven snow that they are, threw us out. And we spent 3 days and 4 nights underneath that overpass with no money, no anything. Maybe a few cigarettes that we had, maybe a couple of bucks that we had, and we survived off of grapefruit and oranges. And it was so bad that we had to go by this little stream and dig a hole beside the water so we could let it fill up so we could have a drink of water, because Walt Disney and their people didn't believe our story. They thought we were just fooling around, which we weren't. Now, sleeping under that overpass outside Orlando Disney World for 4 nights was something else. You know what I mean? Getting eaten by the bugs and everything like that. Couldn't sleep. We were totally hallucinating by the 4th day. So anyways, that morning we see the Pontiac coming, and we ran like hell. And you know, me, he was in Disney World. We knew we was going to the parking lot, and we beelined it right past security, over the counter, and that was it. Nothing was stopping us, because at this point we had nothing to lose. So we got security chasing us to the parking lot and everything like that, and we finally get to the car in the parking lot, and I'm screaming at the driver to open the trunk because we got the security hot on our trail. And we all landed the car basically at the same time, and basically screaming at security because they were all a bunch of fucking assholes, not believing us. They almost killed us outside Disney World in Orlando because of their stupidity. And yeah, and that was the story of Walt Disney World in Orlando. Too much, you guys. You know what I mean? I'll never go back. You know what I mean? You're just too much, Walt and the boys. But anyways, that was a story, and you know what I mean? That's that for Disney World, and the compliments of the purity of Walt Disney in Orlando.